Millie had always loved the ocean. Every summer, she spent her holidays in a small coastal town where her grandparents owned an old lighthouse. This summer was different. Her grandparents had passed away, leaving her and her brother, Sam, in charge of the lighthouse. One night, as the siblings cleaned the dusty attic, they stumbled upon an ancient map. It was faded and torn, clearly decades old, depicting the area around the lighthouse, but with a marked location offshore. The map was labeled Treasure of the Lost Mariners. Intrigued, Millie and Sam decided to follow the map's clues. The next morning, they set out in their grandparents' old boat, the Sea Whisper. The first clue led them to a cluster of jagged rocks, where they found a message in a bottle. The note inside had a cryptic poem about hidden caves and shimmering lights. At low tide, they ventured into the caves, illuminating their way with flashlights. The caverns were stunning, filled with sparkling crystals and ancient carvings. Deep inside, they found an old chest, half buried in the sand. Inside the chest, to their astonishment, were gold coins, jeweled ornaments, and a battered logbook. Millie and Sam realized that the treasure belonged to an old pirate crew who had used the caves to hide their loot. With excitement and trepidation, they brought the chest back to the lighthouse. That evening, as they celebrated their find, a storm started brewing outside. In the midst of the storm, an eerie light began to emanate from the lighthouse. Millie, realizing that the lighthouse was haunted, saw apparitions of her grandparents guiding ships through the rough waters. The storm passed, and Millie understood that the treasure was a parting gift from her grandparents, meant to ensure their safety and keep the lighthouse operational. She decided to use the treasure to restore the lighthouse and honor her grandparents' memory. Through this adventure, Millie not only discovered the treasure but also found a deeper connection to her roots and a sense of responsibility towards the lighthouse that had been a beacon of safety for so many.